Welcome to another sololevelingarise video. So for this video, let's go over an older build against a newer build with Jiwoo. The one thing here is that this old build that I've had has been pretty much perfected since release. So I've pretty much gotten everything that important. So if you look at my helmet is a double HP set. My chest piece is a crit rate double HP set as well with very good substats. My arm is a HP plus crit hit rate, and then my boots is a crit damage plus crit hit rate. That gives me, and then if we just look at the other one, double HP with crit damage, water damage, crit damage, a single HP. This one's probably my worst one since it's just a single HP with a damage increase. And then my earring is a +3 crit damage with double HP. So yeah, it's a really good build. And then hold on, I think I'm using I'm using the wrong one. That's why that looked off. I'm sorry about that. So this one is a double HP with defense, pen, and crit damage. That's why it's off. So the total power is 111,000 with 30k HP with an A1 weapon, and then she's A5. This is my total substats: 50% crit hit rate and then 187% crit damage. With the sets that I'm running, I am running toughness set, so that's gonna be 58% plus in the 200% mark. Low defense pen and low damage increase because older stuff don't really get high amount of that. And then +7 on the important stuff. So yeah, let's go over Cerberus first. And this is the team I'm running for the test. I'm gonna be running Min, so I get 12% increase hit rate, as well as Egress, so that's almost a 20% crit hit rate increase. As well as with the toughness, that's about almost 70 or 80%. Alright, so this is the fight. We're just gonna do solo. Let's see. We'll just do maybe one, because I only have one more keys left and I don't really want to spend it. The other one. So let's look at the damage. 340, I think both hit crits. So when both hit crits is about 300,000 plus. I think when only one of the hit crits is about 200. Just like that, 200,000. So around 200,000 to 300,000. This is the heavy version. Can't really see the heavy version because it went invisible. So let's just charge it up again. But from what we can tell there, it was 450,000 the one hit. So I'm guessing it's in the 800,000 here. Yep. 800,000 on that. Plus our damage is increasing because of the weapon. At fully max, you should have around 250,000, but you're not really gonna see that unless it's a POD. Let's just get rid of the stack here. I'm getting a little damage increase from her too, but it's okay. Yeah, it's gonna be the same test anyway. So, I hate that he's just going invisible. Oh, I'm a little too far away for this. Let's just switch. So if someone dies, it's right, back here. We're just damage test. So around 700,000 when not everything crits for the heavy version, and about 200 to 300,000 with just the normal version. So that's the numbers that we have. 200 to 300,000 normal, about 600 plus 800,000 with just the heavy version. So let's fight the bear for bigger number test. So a lot of these blessings, these burning blessings, are better for the end game or in late, like longer fights, such as Vulcan, such as the POD. Like for this bear one, I don't even know if we're gonna get the full stacks, but so 1.2 million when both hit crits. And let's do another one. 1.3 million when both hit crits. Another 1.3 million there. I think, and this is the heavy version, which is, he went invisible, but that should have been around, I think, in a 3 point, it's in the 3 million range. So we'll check it again. Yeah, 3.6 million, and auto mode started again. 100,000. So about 800,000 to 1 million range, I would say. And our crit rate is probably close to 80% here. Bear is dead here. So that would have been another 3.6 million. So that's the numbers that we have. So one final time before we switch build, this is her total power is 111,000, 30k HP, 50% crit hit rate, 187% crit damage, 4% defense span, and 1.3% damage. So let's unselect everything, and then let's give her a full 8-piece set of Burning Greed. This test is gonna be weird because my Burning Greed don't have that much crit stuff, sadly, but that's okay because you can always get that in the future if you saw there. So this is an HP percent with a +1 crit hit rate and +0 defense span. This is a +3% defense span and then a +0 HP. This is one of the best sets that I have. I mean, one of the best artifacts I have for the gloves. It's a double HP plus defense spans and damage increase. That adds a lot. And then for my boots, I have a defense pen boot with a damage increase and HP percent. My necklace is a double HP set with a +3 in HP percent. And then my ring, sadly, I don't have any water damage ring. So I'm gonna be using this one, which is +1 defense span and +1 crit damage. Not a ring actually, that's a bracelet, right? Yeah, bracelet, I'm sorry. My ring, I have a double HP ring I'm gonna use. And then for my earring, it's a defense pen plus a crit, which gives us a 144,000 total power, which is 31,000 more than before. That's a lot of CP. That's a big difference in CP. That's gonna get your battle tier up higher. That's gonna make it so you're not in a red. That's pretty crazy. So let's go over our substats. Our substat is gonna be a little wonky because we're losing a lot of crit hit percentage. We lose 16%. 34% is still usable, but the crit damage, we lost about 50% of that just on base. If you add all of the totals with that, we're probably losing near 80%, but you can easily get those back when you get the right set. Sadly, I did it. My defense plan is 25%, so it jumped up 21% based on the other one, and my damage increase is at 11%. That went up by 10%, I believe. So alright, here fighting against Cerberus. So I'm guessing the number is gonna be lower because my crit stuff are low. So yeah, 180,000 there. It's a lot lower than before, which makes sense because we're losing a lot of damage because we lost a lot of crit. But this one should be different. The 640, so we lost a lot of numbers because we lose crit stuff. So once we get a full stack of this, it'll be better. Yeah, 90k there. Damage looks a lot worse actually, but that's because we're missing crit stuff. So with that hit, our crit stuff is pretty much back. So we got 15% crit hit rate, as well as plus 30% crit damage. So we're almost there. We're about 150%. The crit hit rate is fine, but the loss of crit damage is kind of meh. But if I can find a way to get those crit damage back, we'll be all set. So I think this is gonna be the heavy version. So as you go invisible here, heavy version now. I can't. They don't have the total number. Yeah, it's not critting as much, but the CP is insane, which is fine because she's a breaker, right? You don't really care about how much burst damage that she gives you, but she is here more to break. So I actually broke him there, and unlike the other one, which I didn't break. So yeah, damage is lower just because the build is different. So let's go to Cerberus. Let's go to the bear now. Alright, here we are against the bear. I'm expecting the numbers to be a lot lower, which is fine, because this build is more focused on support as well as breaking. The other ones probably couldn't break as well. 651,000 there. Before it was in the 800,000 to the million, so I lost about 100,000. 900 is still fine. I lost about 300,000 damage there. That one I lost about 200,000. But to be honest, I think it's workable. It's doable. 1.8 million because the last hit didn't crit for the heavy version. That one I lost 50% damage. That one I lost a lot of damage on. That one was fine. That one you lost about. So we're losing about between maybe 50% to 30% damage, depending on how many crits. But it's not like it's a problem. We're losing that much because my stats, I just couldn't get enough crit hit damage. But my defense pen, that one did about 3.8 million. So if you crit, it's fine. When you get 10 stacks, it's fine. So back to this build. Our total power is fine. It went up by 31,000. That's good. Our defense pen is there, which is might be better, especially when it comes to breaking. You just do more damage there. Our crit hit stuff, that's just unfortunate because I didn't get any good set. If I get a +1 more in crit hit rate, that's gonna be about almost a cap. And then let's say I replace this, I remove this for this, just for testing purposes. I lost 5% defense pen. Let me put a crit percent rate here. Or crit damage, which is the old one. Actually, I have a Jiwoo's one. It's actually better. It's because that's how much crit you get for a +20 level 73. So let's just equip that. So that's crazy that just having a full 8-piece set gives you 10,000 extra power. So it would look like that. You want to increase by 40%. That's more than 40. Yeah, about 40%. You have a crit damage boost, and that's good. The only problem is I don't. So if once I get that, that's actually probably for the better. Actually, let's quickly check this out. It's not an AP set, but the crit damage is there at least, because we don't really need. If it's not gonna be an 8-piece set, we can just remove some artifacts that's not really needed. So which one is my worst one? I think it's. I wanna put more crit damage for this one. Have any crit damage one that's actually that's pretty for burning crit. So let's just do that. What if I just did the V reset? That's 3,000, and let's just do. It's not like it matters. I'm just giving stats first. So there you go. So let's. The defense pen is low though. We lose about 7% defense pen. That's okay. So we kind of we removed 2 pieces and gave Jiwoo more crit. The defense pen went down to about 18%. So let's just test this out. 1 million. I think that might be base damage. 1.1 million. Let's do a heavy version. Heavy punch. And that last one didn't crit. That could have been, I think, 4 million if it did. So yeah, if you have crit stuff, the damage is crazy. Since the bear doesn't really have defense pen is probably not working that well in here. So if you're nothing crits, you go through him. But yeah, if you get the proper crit stuff, it's fine. And the big difference is that now you're supporting. as well as right here. You're supporting as well as doing a lot of damage. So it was just unfortunate that my relics, my artifact set, didn't have crit stuff in it. But if it did have crit stuff in it, you'd be doing the exact same amount of damage, maybe more, supporting everyone, so it's perfect for POD. And yeah, it's just better. Just so much better than before. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video.